Alright, so in this video, I'm going to discuss how I was able to obtain a direct, remote, 100% remote permanent residency in 5 days. It could take up to 25 days. It depends upon your luck, but I was able to get it in 5 days. So I'm going to discuss the process. What are the steps that are involved? What are the advantages and all that kind of stuff? I'm going to discuss the process in the second half of the video, but in the first half, I'm going to discuss the advantages of this permanent residency. And yes, this is a direct permanent residency. The first and the biggest advantage is that it's a permanent residency and you don't have to leave your couch. It's 100% remote. So yep, as long as you have your documents ready, and half the documents or most of the documents can be created online. The police report, yes, the police report can be run online. That is accepted. So as long as you can quickly gather the required documents, you can do this 100% remotely, 100% digitally. You don't have to leave your home for this application. The second big advantage is that it's a lifelong option. It's a paper permanent residency. So nope, you don't have to even visit the country to get the permanent residency. You don't have to maintain any physical presence in the country, and that's how it's a paper residency. It's a lifelong option. The big advantage is that it's a zero tax permanent residency. So yes, with us, you can strike your home address, you can strike a utility bill, you can strike a phone bill. We can help you set up your accounts, your bank accounts, etc. You can set up your company in this beautiful country. You have several advantages that you can set up. You have a structure that you can set up in a zero tax country if you need that feature. Now, just having a zero tax country doesn't mean much unless you put it to use. There's several things that you have to take into account. You got to strike tax residency in the country. By doing all those things, all the setup that I was talking about, this is all 100% legal setup, legally acquired connections and utilities. That's one half of the puzzle. The second half of the puzzle is dealing with your home country tax authority. You got to be 100% compliant with your tax obligations, but that's where someone like us comes into picture. We can work together not just on the residency, but also your overall strategy. And none of this is legal, tax, or immigration advice. At any point in time you decide to start this residency, you can click the link, book a call. We can have a quick chat and get the process rolling for you. The fifth and the biggest advantage that I see with this permanent residency is that this country is nicely tucked in between Australia and New Zealand. So let's say you have a strong Western passport, or you have a passport that has access to Australia or New Zealand. You're doing 3 months in Australia, you're doing 3 months in New Zealand. You want a home base, you want an address, you want a place which is a stone's throw away, which you can call home. You can nicely have this permanent residency place. And the country that I'm talking about is Vanuatu. That's the zero tax country in that neighborhood. And nope, you don't have to get the citizenship. If you want to test the waters, if you want to test the country, if you want a lightweight paper option, then the permanent residency is a good starter option to test the country, to test some of the advantages. I'm going to discuss the process a little bit here in detail, but before we get started, if you feel that this channel adds any value to your life, then please do me a favor, check your subscription now. A lot of my regular viewers don't realize that they're not subscribed, so please take a moment, check the subscription. And if you aren't yet subscribed, please turn that on. It does not cost anything, but it helps me get you breaking news on time, and I promise you, the moment there's any new program, you would be the first one to be notified. Now, one of the big things about this permanent residency is that it's available right now without visiting. All these options are better grabbed when they're available. When they're available, people think they're not that useful, but once they're gone, then they sit and cry and they think, why did I not get that at the right time? So this is the right time to not think, but to actually initiate your process to get this permanent residency. Keep it in your portfolio. You might not need it, but question is, do I need this? How does this fit and all that? You make it too complicated. You don't have to think so much. Just get it, grab it, keep it in your portfolio, and you might need it in future. So the permanent residency, although it is 100% remote, you can do this online using our website, or we can work on WhatsApp to collect your documents and get the process, get the ball rolling. This is not something that you go to some website and do this on your own. You need an agency, someone like us who can assist you in collecting your documents digitally, online, 100% remote. But then we work with the authorities to make sure everything is processed. The first step is the clearance. You need to get this clearance from the government. We run this process once once we start working on this for 1 to 2 days. Once you have the clearance, we share that clearance, we share that approval with you. So that takes around 1 to 2 days. And then after that, we submit the full file for your permanent residency application. If all your documents are ready, then we are saving a lot of time. For documents, what do you need? You need a declaration that you have some funds. The second thing that you need is an online police report. Works. If you have the paper version, you can take a scan or a photocopy. That is okay. No apostilles are needed, so that drastically speeds up the process. You don't have to leave your couch. Then there are a couple of other documents like your financial proof, your utility bill, etc. So all that can be conveniently collected from you. And then we submit the application for the permanent residency application with the government, our liaison who directly interacts with the government. So we have a team on the ground, not like some other people who go through different channels. We have a team directly on the ground who submit your application real time, who collect your benefit real time. So physically collect and mail, courier your document to your home country real time from the immigration office. So no middle tier, directly getting the benefit from the source. Now, what is the timeline? As I said initially, it can take anywhere from 5 days to 25 days. That's the approximate time frame. For me, it happened fast because obviously I had my documents ready. The approval committee meets once in every month. So depending upon when you are submitting or which day you are submitting your application, you could get lucky. You could get this in 5 to 7 days, or worst case scenario, it can take up to 25 days. But that's the approximate time frame you're looking at. Not leaving your couch, not leaving your home, 100% online, delivered. The card, the benefit is delivered to you, and then you have a lifelong access to Vanuatu. As I said, at any point in time before this goes, if you are interested, click the link, book a call. We can have a quick chat and get you started with our team that's on the ground to acquire this permanent residency. And then if you need additional services like your physical space that you want to rent to get the address for your banking situation, or let's say you want to strike the tax residency, we have a tax team on the ground who can assist you with that. All of that can be done end-to-end in-house. So you know what to do. And if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you are subbed before you go, and catch you in the next one.